hold up, I'm breaking ankles like some old tops. My rhyme steady going, please don't ask me if the flow stop. Deep in the pocket like the roof on a drop top. 101 Dalmatians, the way your boy drop dots. Man, hold up, I got you diving when I'm juking. The clips so sick like the smell from when you're pooping. Man, get down and click the sub button and hit the bell, cause I got a lot more of it. Yeah, who's mains? Terrence House head, who's mains? Batman, Bruce Wayne.
What's goody, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Who's Mans. You already know what time it is. About to get into another video, but before we get into that, go ahead, hit the subscribe button and the bell so y'all never miss an upload. We about to keep going through with this New Orleans Saints playbook, and we're about to get into tight offset, tight end, Saints spot. I really love this play. It's a really easy play to run. It's a snag concept you see on that side I have circled, and then this right on that left side there is pretty nice against man coverage, especially cover one. But I think this play is really good in general because you have a good zone beating concept on one side and a good man beating concept on the other. So first thing I like to do personally is to move B to the outside. It just gives everything a little bit more space and room to breathe and develop. And as far as my protection, I set it up opposite of the running back because I need to be able to get it to the hot if that's the case. And I look at this linebacker here when I read the play. So I read it. If he sprints in, if he decides to sprint in and blitz, I'm now looking at the hot, which is the running back, because this safety here and then this corner, they're looking at the wide receiver and the tight end, which means the safety on the backside right there. He is responsible for the running back. So that's when I'm going to dump it off to the running back. And look at this. We had a free rusher, but we get it off to the running back, and he is off to the races. So now we're going to look at another concept. Once again, we set our protection to the opposite, move our wide receiver outside, and now we're going to read this linebacker. And you see he goes out towards the running back. So now what we have to do is shift our focus to the left of the screen and make our call. In this example, I hit the zig, but if you do have a dominant wide receiver at the corner route position there, then you can definitely hit him up for pretty good gains. So this is exactly why we moved the hitch route B outside, because it just gives everything better space and it spreads the defense out a little bit more. Because as you see there, the corner route is taken deep by this defender here, and then you see the running back is being taken to the flat, which leaves B wide open. So what we're going to do is just throw it into the space and pick up ours at least 5 yards. So we're going to throw it to him, and you see we at the very least get 5 to 6 yards. So as you see, this is a pretty good play in general. I love running this play, but let's get into the game examples right now. All right, so first game, like I said, we're going to go ahead and move our hitch wide receiver to the outside just to give everything more space and more room to breathe. And then next, we're going to go ahead, set our protection to the left. I should have chose a different player, but it's fine. You see that it's man, so what we're going to do is hit up more, pick up that gain of 15 right there. And it's so nice, especially if you have really good route runners on your team. So once again, we're going to set our hitch to the outside, like I said, to give it more space. I didn't set my protection, but that's fine for right now. My opponent was not blitzing, which I need to get in the habit of always setting my protection, because you never know when your opponent's going to want to start blitzing. It's very important because if you don't have it set right, they could be blitzing from the opposite side of the hot read, and if you want it to blitz from the hot, just to make that read a lot easier. But you see here, we're just taking what our opponent gives us. He's showing us man, so we look to the man side, and it's very easy to read that. So once again, we're going to move our wide receiver to the outside. What I should have been doing right there is setting my protection. I don't, but it's man. I give it to Moore, and look at this huge gain right here. I'm over here spinning and ballerinaing and pirouetting for no reason. This should be the last example from this game. We set our wide receiver outside, still don't set up protection, which I have to. He's in man, and Garrett Wilson is doing a lot of work there, picking up a huge gain. And now we're in our next example. My opponent's coming out in a single high look, so we're going to send our wide receiver out here. At first, I'm thinking, okay, maybe this could be man, but it's not. You see the flat route and the corner route take everything deep to the outside. So we're going to hit our hitch to the inside. Now what makes this play better when you move him outside is when you keep him inside, it keeps those vert hooks on them a lot better. It makes it easier for them to figure out who to guard. In this example here, I threw it to the wide receiver just because he had better positioning. It's more so about getting the player the ball who can make a play. And right there, I don't want to force anything. So after that, I just punted the ball. I end up getting the ball back, 2nd and 9. Like I said, you're not trying to force anything deep. Definitely make sure you pay attention to a lot of that stuff. So they're in zone. My opponent, who's supposed to be on the running back, decides to cover the hitch. And we hit the running back and pick up a nice gain right there. So basically, that's the play right there. And let me know in the future how you liking this right now. I would like to get to the Philadelphia Eagles playbook and get into that spread stuff, but like I said, I want to take my time with this, and this should transfer over into the next Madden. There should be a playbook with something similar to this in it, whether it might be the Broncos playbook, Sean Payton style. But anyway, it's Easter. Happy Easter. Actually, it might be Monday now, but when I'm recording this, it's Easter, so happy Easter. Jesus loves you. I love you. Hopefully you have a good weekend, good week. Remember GITG. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.